Welcome. So if you saw my previous video, you'll know that I recently received UUSI's circular Pagan playing cards. And I thought we could do a pick a card reading using a few different decks to complement this one. So just do 3 piles. And then for the left pile, add a card. And for the center, and for the right. Maybe add a little bit of oracle to each. And then lastly, a card to use to kind of determine which pile's the right one for you. So I'm going to put these face up so that you can decide which one, or maybe which ones, calls to you about whatever's going on right now, what needs to be addressed. So, for the first pile, we have "It's never too late to be who you are meant to be." For pile 2, "Face your fears. You can do it. It's going to be hard, but not impossible." But hard is not impossible. And then for 3, "Remember, there's always someone out there to listen. Learn, grow, live, and know. You are enough and are never truly alone." So take a moment and decide which pile is the right one for you. Which one's calling to you? Which one is kind of answering a call of maybe something that's been going on or hasn't been going on. We'll start with this first pile. "It's never too late to be who you are meant to be." Okay. So now here we have the Knight of Swords, along with Judgment and Fire. And I think that with this reading, moving in this direction, right? About it not being too late for you to be who you're meant to be. And of course, the Knight of Swords is fast moving, and very, very clever, very cunning, very cerebral. Using judgment, perhaps not always in true balance with all his parts, though. Swords tend to be very, they focus on the conscious mind, right? What are they thinking? What are they thinking? And that's great to a point, but at some point, you need to feel. And maybe just allow a new part of you to spring forth, to be born or to blossom. A part of you that maybe is more focused on the feeling aspect. Maybe doing things because it just feels right to you. Focusing on that energy, that fire, that passion. That passion that can help lead you to exactly where you're meant to be and who you are meant to be. Because, of course, it's never too late. So now, for the second pile, if this was your pile, face your fears. You can do it. It's going to be hard, but hard is not impossible. And with that in mind, we have the devil, the wheel, and the world. And it's interesting because, of course, the devil's certainly associated with a lot of fears and lies, right? Maybe there's that voice or a person telling you that you can't do something. But understand that you can do anything you desire to do. And of course, fate has a hand, but you can always help to shape it and take that perspective that best helps you to do the thing that you want to do. And by facing your fears and moving beyond that temptation to give up or give in, maybe going a little with the flow of fate, perhaps shaping it a little, bending it, shifting it, so that you can have everything that you desire. You can do anything, do everything that you desire to do. Because it might be hard, but it's not impossible. And if the third pile is your pile, remember, there is always someone out there to listen. Learn, grow, live, and know you are enough and are never truly alone. How lovely. So here we have the Queen of Hearts, which is, of course, cups. and the moon and night. And, of course, the queens, all the queens really, are about nurturing and caring, and the knight, or the queen of hearts, of cups, is of course about love and spirituality, and paired with the moon, I feel like this is a more spiritual message, a message about your spirituality. And sometimes, especially when life is hard and you're tired and you feel so alone, it can be easy to believe that, of course. But you're not. And I feel like this reading is reminding you of that, and perhaps pointing out that when it seems so dark and there's nothing around, if you just wait, let the clouds shift, that glimmer of light, that ray of light, which frankly in the darkest of night is so much brighter for all that darkness, it can help to guide your way and to help you really feel that connection. Feel it in other people. Feel it in nature. Feel it in your spiritual practice. And feel that love. And if you need to speak to someone, perhaps it's time to strengthen connections that already exist for you. Reaching out to someone perhaps you haven't talked to in some time, or perhaps just exchange, simple pleasantries. Perhaps it's time to strengthen that connection and let them in a little bit. Or perhaps it's time to rekindle your spiritual practice, speaking to that divine, the divine who always listens, who's always there, whatever that means to you, whatever way that is right for you. And understand too that if you feel that you need to talk to a person and you don't feel like there's anyone in your circle you can talk to, there are hotlines of people who care very much, very deeply, and they'll listen. And sometimes the divine just moves through us, moves us to reach out, to help, to listen. And so I encourage you to reach out in the way that's comfortable for you, to the person, to the thing that's right for you. And I'm going to include some numbers just in case, if anybody needs them, if anyone, maybe not even for yourself, maybe there's someone you know who would benefit from just reaching out to someone they don't know, but someone who cares. So I'm going to include those in in the description, just in case. And until next time, I wish you only wonderful things. And remember that it's never too late to be who you are meant to be, because you can do it. Even if it's going to be hard, you understand hard is not impossible. And remember, there is always someone out there to listen and learn, grow, live, and know you are enough and are never truly alone.